recruiting timeline and process. Here we've broken down the recruiting timeline and what it looks like for each division. As you can see, the biggest difference between Division I and Division III in terms of scouting, Division I starts earlier. Division III, you know, there's a lot of articles out there and a lot of coaches that talk about how, you know, because Division I is scouting so early, it's actually more of an advantage to the Division III coaches. And the reason that is because they get the late bloomers. They get the people, you know, the student athletes that have come out and worked their butt off all through high school, and now the end of their junior year or even their senior year is when they are hitting, you know, they're hitting their stride and they're actually getting the most looks because they have been working until that end where Division III coaches will have a chance to look at a spot on their roster. So again, you know, final decisions, a lot of that happens. Division III doesn't happen until the senior year. And Division I, most likely, they're going to have all their roster spots filled by sophomore and juniors. So depending on where you are in that timeline, just keep that in mind. But in addition to that, I always want to say that there always are exceptions to that rule. You know, there are times that Division I schools have tryouts and they have walk-ons that come in and they can try out for the team, not only make the roster, but they so it doesn't necessarily mean that because the Division I, typically their rosters are closed, you know, after 2016, 2017 go through the process or what have you, depending on the year. What that means is there's always an exception. You could possibly be that exception.